Well. It looks like it's time for the big boy, isn't it? I'm not really sure if I've been looking forward to this one or dreading it. Now, because there's already bucket loads to do on this map, I'm not going to be giving myself too much in the way of side challenges, but we are going to be attempting to complete it before round 30. We'll be going for no downs, and we also need to use every single variant of the Kraken as well. So let's just fly through some rounds here, get some points going. Big double points. Big double points right there. Oh, you just gotta love this knife on the Strife, don't you? That's big. That is big. Right. Almost down already, so that's a bad sign if I've ever seen one. Right, 14,000 points. I think that should be enough. Let's get on our way here. Open up the map. We're gonna go grab the Bowie knife on the way through as well. And we're actually gonna get our first side Easter egg over and done with on the first round here as well. Right, so there's that one. Okay, turn on that Pack-a-Punch there. Okay, so now we've got our shield going. Okay, and we've got Pack-a-Punch activated too. Okay, what we're going to start off with is the shield upgrade quest. So let's head up here and start trying to find our firecracker. That's not there. So there it is there. We found one. Now we need to find it a second time. And there's the other firecracker. So now we've got to find where it's come out from. And here's our firecracker right here. Right, now we need to find 4 objects around the map and get our 4 codes. Okay, so the first 4 numbers can be found right there. Can't quite read that. Man, that's hard to read. 1404. Next one, 1912. Okay, so the third one can be found right here, 4250, and the last one can be found right here, 2340. Right, now we'll pick up this code, safe cracker, sorry. Right, so the first safe location is right here. So 1912 is the first one. So we need to go back to number 1912 and grab the object associated with it. What's this one? Just that hand there. We put that in there. Right, we'll take that back. Right, and then we got the next one right here. So now we got 1404. I believe that was the first one that I found, which was on the bottles. Oh man, what have I gotten myself into? This is only the first one as well. I hope it's only up from here. So that's the skull there. Chuck that bad boy in. Ah, come on. Ah, bro, I keep pushing the wrong button. I keep panicking. I need to just... And shield's gone. Brilliant. I'm getting a headache already. Genuinely. Right. Bash that. Okay, I would really appreciate it if I could knock this thing off. Thank you. Onto this one. Ah, go away, man. 2340. Okay, I think that was the one in the cargo hold, so let me just quickly run back and grab that. Thank you. Oh my gosh. It's round 7, bro. Okay, and you go. Okay, there's our last one. 250. Okay, back we go. Unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. Our things just keep getting better and better. Final one goes in. Okay, and now what we need to do is go back to the mail room and interact with the car down there. So then what we do is we make our way over to this car here, I believe. And that will then sink into the floor. And probably one of the coolest things ever, if we can find him. Yep, there he is. Absolutely bizarre, to say the least. Jesus Christ. Might as well take full advantage. And then what we need to do is next time he comes over, we need to shoot that firecracker onto the underside of him. Right, so that's where I need to shoot it. When he comes over like that, that's when I need to shoot that and get it to stick to the underside of his car. Right, I believe he only comes once or so per round, so we're going to have to hold off then till the next round. Okay, so we got it. Perfect. So now what we need to do is just wait for him to come back around. So cool, eh? So what we're waiting for him to do is essentially just finish his run, and he's going to go crash into an iceberg. So there he goes into the iceberg. Oh, I mean, you just can't help but laugh at this one. And there comes, yep. How good. Upgraded shield. Okay, that was kind of worth it, I can't lie. Okay, so now I want to do the anti-gravity Easter egg here. Not going to complain about that. And we're going to shoot. Pick it up. So the next part is the trident. We need to shoot up here somewhere. And there it is. And then the last one can be found in here. You just got to shoot this fan. There we go. And you just place it. I'm all on that zombie there. And then next round, all the zombies are going to be in like a weird low gravity state. Again, pretty cool. Like the thing is, a lot of these side Easter eggs would be sick to do if you're just doing 1 or 2 in a game. But the fact I'm doing all of them just makes it so much more of a hassle. Yeah, and there you go. Glad I don't just do it throughout the whole map, because it'd probably drive me insane. Right, I'm gonna buy the Koshka. What would normally be a horrendous decision is, I think, justified because I need to do the free perk Easter egg now. Essentially what we need to do is shoot a bunch of fish hanging on all the lines around the map. Okay, so there's our first fish. There's our second one right there. Thank you. There's our third fish. There's our fourth fish. There's our fifth. Thank you. Easily the hardest one to see in history as the zombie goes. Thank you. Exactly what I wanted. Right there. And there's our final fish there. We come over to the sun deck here. We come to this crate, place all the fish, and free perk. Bandolier. I'm not going to complain too much about that. Right, so now we're going to head over and do the Dole Easter egg Cipher. As you come down here into the staterooms, kneel down, and interact with this doll. And as you interact with her, she's going to give you a series of 20 yes and no's. That translates into a binary code that when deciphered produces the numbers 20, 65, and then 4, 5, 19, 12. Which corresponds to 20 lifeboats on the Titanic, a capacity of 65, and then obviously the date the Titanic sunk as well. Okay, upgraded Kraken now, sweet. And what we need to try and get is the poison variant for the Kraken. Finally, we've got our Blight Father. Now what we need to do is essentially just knife the Blight Father a bunch of times. Okay, so here we go. And there we go. Upgraded Bowie knife. So now if I stab a zombie, it's upgraded. How good. Alright, that's another one done. To be honest, that one was a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. Okay, homunculus, sweet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so now what I want to do is do the Hourglass side Easter egg. Just another one. I promise, you probably think we're close to finishing, but we're genuinely not. We're only about halfway. Right, well, since I just grabbed this out of the box, I may as well show you the dancing homunculus Easter egg. Just down here, if you look through this window, here you can see a homunculus and 2 flags. I mean, no doubt it's a cipher, isn't it? But what that means, I am not sure. Alright, so we finally got our poison ammo type. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head right to the front of the ship, and we're going to do an Easter egg that strangely links to Dryzendrok in a way. Now if you come here, shoot, right at the top of that pole there is a wee raven, just like the one from Dryzendrok. And if you get the poison upgraded Kraken and manage to shoot it, and when you get that hit marker, meaning that you've got the bird, you can come down to the Zeus perk in here, And right next to it will be a Cipher. Even know about that. By the way, if you look down through here, in that fireplace is another Cipher. I want to do is the valve side Easter egg down here in the boiler room. So you've got to shoot all 4 of these pistons at the right time. And every time you get it right, the ship will rock like that and it'll start smoking. And you've got to do that for all 4 in this room here. And once you do all of them, the ship will start making some crazy ass noises and then they're all going to stop. And so what you've got to do now is come up here and find the ones that are flashing. And so there's 3 lights that can flash, 2 red ones and the white one. And whichever ones they are, they correspond to a valve that you've got to turn. So we've got to turn this one and the center one, brilliant. And then what you do is you come over here, activate the switch. And if you do it correct, then you're going to get Pack-a-Punch in every single location. Super handy, not too hard to do, and definitely worth it so you're not having to chase the Pack-a-Punch around all the time. The next one, we need to get a certain weapon from the box. Man, thankfully a lot of these aren't like soul boxes or anything, so you can kind of just whack them all out. Hades, okay, yeah, that will do. So this is one of the weapons we can use, but we need to double pap it. So now what we're going to do is the hourglass Easter egg, one of those ones you probably, again, have absolutely no idea about. And so what you got to do is you got to shoot, any one of these is going to reveal an hourglass. There we go. And what our job is to basically follow it and interact with it every time. Let me go through here. Keep going. Go through here. And then we have to boost it all the way up here.
I used to run from the ring to get to.
And go. Ah, we were too late. We almost did it. Oh well, we'll just have to go another round. There we go. So if you do it right, every time you go into fast travel, it'll be there with you. And follow it.
There are bad hangovers. Then there's whatever that was.
Alright, and that's it. So now, fast travel is free for everywhere on the map. One of these sickest Easter eggs. That's also definitely worth doing because you can do it with a bunch of weapons, including the Helion salvo. What I want to do, I do actually want that. I do want to get the water upgrade. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of have a soft spot for Voyage of Despair. No, it's not the greatest map of all time, but there's just so much to it. And I'm definitely a map that gives you a lot of things to do. I don't think I've even used the shield yet. So the upgraded shield, apart from being more powerful, has a cryo freeze alternate ammo type on the gun. Right, so now what we're going to do is the piano sheet Easter egg. So first piece of sheet music can be found right here, and that one goes down here. The next piece of sheet music can be found here, and that one goes right here. Third bit of sheet music can be found right here, and that one belongs right about here. And we're going to run quickly up here, hit this one, then hit the mystery box as well. And what that will do is give us a specialist fire sale. Try again. Pretty cool Easter egg, to be fair. Now we got to do with some music ones. First one's right here, and the next one can be found at the bottom of the grand staircase right here. Next one can be found on this lifeboat here, and the final one can then be found right here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, while that was finishing, I managed to get myself the lightning kraken. So that means there's just one more kraken to get. That's the fire one, so we'll go get it now. And that's it. every single Voyage of Despair Easter egg. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. I have been through absolute hell to get this one done. And thanks for watching.